Here are the books I recommended the most this year and why I recommended them. First up is one of my favorite history books of all time, A People's History by Howard Zinn. Mandatory reading for anyone interested in history, focusing on the struggles of the common people instead of the exploits of great men. Next, we have How Fascism Works. Basically explains what the Trump regime wants to accomplish and how they're trying to go about accomplishing it. The Gilded Age by Mark Twain really illustrates a lot of what we're seeing today with the rich getting richer, the poor getting poorer, and the elite rubbing it in all of our faces. Next up is Misbelief, What Makes Rational People Believe Irrational Things. I know the author is controversial, but the concept of the funnel of misbelief is really helpful when it comes to understanding why members of MAGA are having a hard time turning away from it. Here's one from Nietzsche. I referenced several of his works throughout the year, and I think this one is his most accessible and friendly to someone wanting to get into his works. Shameless plug here, but my book, Choose Coffee. I don't know, I just want to encourage people to not unalive themselves and choose life instead of the void. That's why I also recommended The Myth of Sisyphus several times. Many of us see the universe as cold and indifferent to our existence, and this book helps us come to terms with that. The Autobiography of Mother Jones. I love reading and talking about real social justice warriors like her. Men Who Hate Women. Controversial, hard-hitting book that reveals a lot of what's going on online in the manosphere and incel spaces. The Half Has Never Been Told. My background is academic, and I appreciate the time and sensitive approach the author takes to use verifiable data to analyze a dark time in our history. Another book from the Red series, Labor and Freedom by Eugene Debs. With the modern surge of interest in socialism and progressivism, I think it makes sense to revisit one of the most influential men in the history of those ideas in an American context. The Courage to be Disliked. Mainly recommended this one to suggest that people live their lives how they want without caring about what people think of them. And a bonus book is The Constitution. I didn't make a ton of videos singling it out, but its concepts and the fact that we should uphold it were in the background of most of my content. So did you read any of these books this year? And if so, which one and what did you think of it?